This is the plaintiff, Sharon Wynn. She says she purchased a car from the defendant and was ripped off because the car needs a new engine. That's right, he took advantage of her because she's a woman. What he did wasn't right, it's illegal, and she's suing him for the return of her $3,805.54. This is the defendant, Cecilio Joseph. He says he brought the plaintiff's mechanic with him to the car auction when he bought the car for the plaintiff. The plaintiff knew this was an as-is sale. He went above and beyond the call of duty for this woman and can't believe she's trying to sue him today. Bottom line, this lawsuit's unwarranted and he thinks the judge will agree. He's accused of taking advantage of a woman.
All parties, please use your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff bought a car from the defendant, says that it had a bum engine she was taken advantage of because she's a woman. Now, the defendant says the plaintiff brought her mechanics to give me a break. It's the case of I am woman, hear me roar, because my engine can't.
Thank you, Douglas. Sharon Wynn. Yes. You are suing Mr. Joseph of P&E Luxury Auto Sale doing business as Brightway Media Group?
Yes.
All right. For $3,805.54 that you want to repair a car that you bought from him for $2,835. Tell me what's going on.
Originally, I was looking to purchase a car to get back and forth to go to work, which is 3 hours away. I ran into a neighborhood mechanic. He told me that he knew Cecilio. Cecilio told me that he would help me purchase a vehicle. I left him a down payment.
How much?
$1,000 down payment.
Okay.
And he told me that the next day he would go purchase the vehicle for me. He came to my home the next day. He took the money. He went to, originally I thought that he sold cars at a lot, his own personal lot.
Why would you think that?
Because he said.
What did your alley mechanic tell you? Is your alley mechanic here?
Yes, he is.
Is that gentleman here? Come
yes,
on up.
Gary.
Front and center, right behind that microphone. All right, so how did you know Cecilio?
I knew him for a while.
Okay.
And I used to do a couple of cars for him. We used to do business.
Okay, so you give her his name, and he is not, you don't have do you have an actual dealership with a physical locale, or do you buy cars at auction and sell them?
I buy cars at auction and sell them.
How many cars a year do you sell?
Approximately about maybe 70.
Okay. Is there paperwork from the sale of this car?
Yes, there is.
All right. Can I have all of the paperwork that you have from the sale of this car? Now, you go to an auction to buy the car. Mm-hmm. How did you buy the car? With her money? Like she gave you the rest of the money to buy the car? Mm-hmm. All right. So now you go to the auction and you buy the car, and then how much did you make on this deal? Because I meant you got to eat. You're not doing this as a favor. So what?
$700 profit.
$700 in profit. So when do you get the rest of the money? Before picking it up?
She gave me all the money. So I initially had the profit there already. I just was going to the auction to pick up the vehicle, and I had the mechanic with me.
Which mechanic with you?
Him, Gary.
To pick up the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he look at the vehicle?
Yes.
Did you look at the vehicle?
Yes, but the auction is anything under $3,000 is as is. So when I had to stay outside, he went inside to, get the.
So it was already purchased when he looked at the vehicle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, and what did you see when you looked at the vehicle?
Well, it looked nice, whatever. It looked nice. It was a little paper, messy inside, but we started it up. The guy started it up, and right there, the motor wasn't no good.
How do you know?
Because it was knocking, making a loud noise.
So did you go back into the office to say, hey, this motor's no good?
Exactly that.
Okay, and what happens?
So do women get taken advantage of by guys when they buy cars?
I think it's pretty easy for women to get taken advantage of when they're buying cars, just because a lot of times they go in not really knowing much about it.
Okay, but that's the question. Is that a general statement, women don't know about cars?
I think with certain stereotypes, people tend to believe that.
Is there a stereotype that's valid here?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. That's what I meant. I meant
Oh, yeah, well, you had two options going inside the courtroom.
I went into the office and said, I want my money back. The auction said, no, the car is as is.
And you know that?
Yeah.
All right, so you drove it then from the auction, which was where?
It made it about 10 minutes away from the defendant's
and what happened?
property.
Broke down?
It stopped right
Okay.
there. So that happened, and then I towed it to the mechanic's yard.
His yard.
Yeah, he has like an abandoned lot that he works on vehicles at.
Okay.
I towed it there. The next step that I did was I began looking for a motor for the vehicle.
So you went out and got a motor,
Yes,
and then you had the motor delivered to the mechanic.
yes.
And then did you pay him to put the motor in?
I gave him a deposit
How
at
much?
the time. I believe it was $200. I have it in my text messages.
Can I
believe
see
was
it? Find it in your text message. Did he give you $200?
No, he gave me $100.
Might that be right? No? Okay, so go ahead. Where's your phone?
I have it printed out.
I like to see it in the phone if I can. All right,
Okay.
so you've never been able to drive the car?
I've never had the car ever since it's been purchased.
Right, so now you have the car, and what's wrong with the car?
Well, now, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I fixed
He fixed
everything.
everything. He
Oh,
repaired
well then why
everything.
doesn't she have the
He
car?
installed.
Because nobody's paying you.
she
Because,
still
right,
owe me
nobody's
some
paying.
money.
I owe
So
him
there you
money.
go, okay. All right, so what did you have to fix?
Well, I put initially I put the motor in. I tuned it up. I put a control arm on the car, front and back brakes with 2 front rotors, a radiator, and storage.
Okay, I need to see what you did. Do you have a
I
bill
do.
that
I got the
itemizes
receipt.
everything you did?
I do. Just the receipts, so. Thank you.
And then I need to see your paperwork for the sale of the car. What's the warranty on?
Sorry, Your Honor. He promised me that
Just
he
a
would
minute, ma'am.
fix.
What's the warranty? Is there a written warranty?
Yeah, the warranty was initially on the motor and tranny because...
May I see your paperwork? Okay, will warranty motor and transmission on such vehicles starting from 5/12 and ending when?
He doesn't know because he
Oh,
left.
it says up here, warranty, sorry, it does say warranty 90 days is the title,
Yeah.
starting from May 12th.
I had no problem paying to do the work. I bought the motor, you know what I mean? But, excuse me, I don't mean to say you know
No,
what I mean.
I understand because
You know what I
you're I guess this is a good business for you. So most times this doesn't happen. You
Most
just make
times it
your
doesn't happen.
$700 and you move on.
Yeah.
But every so often there's something that goes wrong. In this one, something went wrong, but it's a
Yeah.
cost of doing business.
Yeah.
So you understand you got to keep a good name in the community. So you went ahead and you paid how much for the new motor?
It was $532 plus the
And then according to you, you gave him some money, but are we sure how much money it was?
Yeah, I'm sure. I gave
How much
him,
money was it?
I gave him a total of $300.
A total of 300 when?
He came to my house and got cash. That's the thing.
Okay, did you get a receipt?
No,
Okay,
not
what kind
at
of
the
businessman
time.
are you? You got 27 DBAs and you don't know how to get receipts when you give cash?
After initially starting the process with Gary, this is why I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out because I wanted to go to an insured a mechanic.
A licensed mechanic.
A
Are you
licensed
not
mechanic.
licensed?
No.
All right, so did you tell her, listen, let's tow your car to a licensed mechanic? Did you talk to her?
Absolutely.
And what did she say? I want it with Gary?
She wanted it with Gary.
All right, so show me the list of what the stuff that you did.
It's on the receipts.
These receipts?
Yes, the written receipts and the.
Let's see. Is a radiator part of the motor or the transmission?
No.
Right. What's the serpentine belt?
It's the belt. It goes to the motor.
Okay. And what is platinum TT?
That's the spark plugs.
Okay. You charging her storage?
Yes.
He had the car since May. I haven't.
How much are you asking in this lawsuit? Because you don't itemize, well, you do itemize it. How much in storage facility, in storing it in this empty lot where you do your alley work, how much are you charging for storage?
$75 he was paying.
$75 a what? A day?
No.
A what?
Oh, every 2 weeks.
So $150 a month?
Yeah.
Ni tú mismo te lo crees. That's what my grandmother would say to me. When she, not even you believe it. Come on. All right. Front and back brakes. Do brakes have anything to do with a motor or a transmission?
No, but
Now,
this.
listen, when you buy a used car, there's going to be stuff that you're going to have to eat.
Well, you're right. I was
Right,
I was
except for
aware-
that everything I'm going through now isn't part of your
I was
warranty. Your
aware of-
warranty's motor and transmission.
Right.
You paid for the motor and you brought it over there. What is your understanding of what you were supposed to be paying for the installation of the motor, the labor?
I had to estimate between $400 and $600. I
Okay.
got a text message from Sharon.
So
You
what
can't
were you
find
charging to
nobody.
put in the motor?
You can't find nobody to put no motor in for no $400.
Okay, what were you charging?
$1,000, because I had to take the motor out and then put another one in.
Okay. Do you have any proof of what you actually paid him out of pocket?
No.
All right, then it's 100 because that's all he admits to. Now, how do you figure that a car that is purchased for $2,000 something that you put $3,800 into it and that I'm going to make him pay you that?
Well, I
So
originally,
essentially, he not only bought you your car, he has to pay more than that, and for things that are clearly not under the warranty. Because you have a warranty for motor and transmission. So there's stuff that's under that, and there's stuff that's not. So you would be entitled to some of the stuff you're asking for, but not all. You understand that, right?
I absolutely do understand it,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. Now, did you ever end up with him, come on, you got to come up with some money, or did he just stop taking your calls?
He just stopped taking my calls. He turned his phone off, he put me on a block list, and he ignored me.
You were so nice at the beginning. What happened? Why would you ignore her? Just became too much for you?
No. I was being a little bit of a butthole. That's the truth.
I'm like, what did I do?
It's true.
Oh, I love every single one of you. Too much. This poor girl.
I'm just
It's
like,
true.
This poor woman.
I just-
She thinks she's going to be driving in style over the summer. She's landlocked and just, and
Well, it was mainly, I had a problem with the way Gary was handling.
I got it.
You know,
all right.
so-
Everybody stop talking a second. I find in favor of the plaintiff on some but not all of your claim. There are things that are under warranty, there are things that are not. I'm awarding you $1,000 for the installation of the motor. I don't think he's really going to charge you storage fees. I mean, that's kind of nutty. The muffler, the radiator, all those things, I'm glad that you had them fixed, but that's not part of the warranty, okay? And there are some parts that are reasonably related to the motor, so I'm going to have that awarded to you as well for a judgment in your favor in the amount of $1,119.08. Okay? That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
thank you.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff gets a judgment for just over $1,100. Mr. Joseph, I think this is a deal you should have stayed out of. What do you think?
Things happen. It worked out well.
Okay, well, you've learned something from this or not?
It's just another lesson
Just
within
another
business.
lesson the hard way, huh? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okey dokes. All right, Ms. Nguyen, is this going to help you get the car up and running now?
Yes, it will.
You going to be all right now with this?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I'm pleased with the judgment.
$1,100. I got to ask you, the 23 the greatest. Is that a stupid question to ask? What is it?
Oh, just a shirt.
Oh, okay, all right. I've been wondering. All right, thank you very much. You must sign a few documents out there. Harvey?
Always get a warranty. See you later.